215-565-7800. That's 215-565-7800. Rock Hudson and Rod Taylor star in A Gathering of Eagles. Tonight's movie at 8 here on Channel 48.
Is this the last one?
That's right.
Well, why don't we call it a day? You can go on home now if you want, Nora.
Okay, I'll just straighten up these files. Do you want this mail to go out tonight?
Oh, that would be great.
Hi, darling. Hi, Nora.
Dr. Kavanaugh?
I'm sorry I'm a bit late.
Oh, that's okay. I just got home myself.
Did you have a hard day at the studio?
Oh, it was busy. Oh, Nancy and we talked about her new news special.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the subject?
Well, we haven't decided yet. But since she is such a good crime reporter, I suggested that shoplifting might be an interesting topic in light of your recent experience.
That reminds me, Dr. Kavanaugh, what's the situation now with your new patient?
Well, as a
Miss
matter of fact, I just had a drink with Derek Mallory. Apparently, everything is being cleared up. She's being let off with a warning.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The jeweler has agreed to drop the charges.
Well, great. I'm glad for her.
Yes. She's lucky to have such influential friends.
Excuse me, Miss Avery.
Yes.
You do remember me, don't you?
Of course. You're, Chief,
Derek Mallory?
Right. Oh, my memory wouldn't let me forget the name of Monticello's most handsome police officer.
Well, I've got a good memory for faces myself. And I've got a good memory for diamond bracelets, too.
Oh, isn't it beautiful?
Miss Avery, what is this doing on your arm?
Edge of Night is brought to you by new Formula Era, a new combination of powerful cleaners concentrated into 1/4 cup, and by Ivory Liquid. Penny for penny, it washes more dishes than an average bargain brand.
You took a bargain brand dishwashing liquid. If I gave you the money, which would you buy?
Ivory. I would take this.
Why Ivory Liquid?
It's nice to my hands.
So why did you buy this product?
It's a lot cheaper.
What if I told you that Ivory Liquid is a better buy?
You'd have to show me.
Let's test your brand against Ivory Liquid with a penny's worth of each. We'll wash some dishes, okay? Mr. Clark, how are your suds holding up?
They're practically gone.
And what about the Ivory Liquid suds?
I'm in good shape.
Let's scoop some up and compare.
Are you kidding?
So tell me what happened.
He ran out of suds, but I had more, so I washed some more dishes.
What is the result, then?
We'd save money by buying the Ivory Liquid. You can do more with less.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to pick up some ivory.
You don't have to give up mild Ivory Liquid to save money.
When we set out to improve a great laundry detergent, we wanted to keep the powerful cleaners that work on ordinary dirts, that cut through food stains, that get out grease and oil, and add powerful cleaners that clean collar soil even better than before. So that's what we did, all in the concentrated 1/4 cup called New Formula Era. So effective, it cleans clean through. Watch Era clean through collar soil, taco grease, and motor oil. We treat only the top with a teaspoon of Era, rub, run under warm water, and look. New Era cleans clean through. That's the kind of power you get in Era's little 1/4 cup. New Era, power that cleans clean through.
How's Jody? What'd she do today?
She's beside herself, poor kid. She went to the county jail this morning to see Gavin.
Oh, Lord, what a difficult thing to have to do.
I know. I just don't know how she manages to hang on through this whole mess. It's just sheer determination that keeps her going. Plus her sense of loyalty.
Runs in her family. Did you talk to her after she saw Gavin?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she called the studio. She didn't sound much happier. Miles, there's always this note of pleading in her voice, and there is nothing we can do to help her.
Yeah, but we do help her by standing by her. She knows that. She feels reassured by it. We just have to keep on reassuring.
I know, but it's just so frustrating to have to sit by and watch her take all these blows.
I know. Where is she now?
Oh, she went to Sid's Tavern. A friend called her up and asked her to come by and visit. I thought it was a great idea, so I told her to go ahead.
Hello. One moment, please. For you, Dr. Kavanaugh.
Thank you. Yes, hello. Derek, where are you?
I'm still at the Carlton.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Well, something very interesting happened just a few minutes after you left. I thought you might want to know about it.
Know about what?
It has to do with your friend, Miss Avery.
My patient, Miss Avery.
Yeah, well, anyway, she came waltzing in here very nonchalantly, plopped herself down by herself, has a drink.
Well, nothing very surprising about that, is there? The Carlton's a popular watering spot. I mean, for a lot of people, you and me included.
Miles, she's wearing the bracelet, the same bracelet she stole yesterday.
She's what?
And frankly, I think she's finding this all much too amusing.
Oh, damn it all. All right, I'll be right over there. Oh, I thought that was the end of it.
The end of what?
Jinx Avery has done it again.
Done what?
Apparently she is on the take again. I gotta get over there.
Get over where?
Where I just left Derek about a half an hour ago.
Miles, honey, you can't go. We're going out to dinner with Mike and Nancy. We've made
Sorry,
reservations.
it's just something I think I have to do, sweetheart. I've got to see what I can do to help.
Well, how long will you be gone?
Not very long. Look, the Carlton is very close to the coach house, so why don't you go and meet Mike and Nancy there, all right? I may even arrive before you, okay?
Well, all right.
He really is devoted to his patients, isn't he? At least to one of them.
To all of them, Nora. I'm sorry. I have to go change if I want to be ready in time for dinner. I'll see you in the morning.
Good night, Mrs. Kavanaugh. The perfect couple.
Go.
Oh, dear.
Bobby,
Is something wrong?
I ordered the upside-down cake.
Yeah, the flip, remember? I'm sorry. I'm out to lunch. I'm just not with it tonight. I'll get it right this time.
Hey, it's okay. You know, everybody has bad days.
Anyway, I've made worse mistakes than this. I still don't know the difference between chopped steak and pot roast.
Is there a difference?
Oh, yeah. Customer tried to explain the difference to me the other day. I haven't seen him in here since.
Okay, one upside-down cake coming up. Sid, I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. I can't even get a dessert order straight.
What's wrong, Bobby?
Oh, let me get this order in. But I'd like to talk to you later.
Sure, kid. And take it easy, meanwhile. Listen, it's not the end of the road making a mistake, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I really think you should come with me tonight. I think you'd have a great time.
How now, brown cow?
Hey, it's not very nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mitzi, I didn't mean that you were a brown cow. How now, brown cow is an exercise that you use to perfect your vowels.
How interesting. So you do know something about acting lessons.
Yes, I know I don't want to take any.
Well, you never know. You might enjoy it so much that you'll end up signing up for classes. No, really, and who knows? Maybe you'll pick up some tips on performing in front of a jury.
I know how to perform in front of a jury. And a trial lawyer has to be an actor, yes, but there's a difference.
Well, sure there is. You get verdicts instead of reviews.
No, you deal with real people. You know, now that you mention it, I always thought I'd be pretty good on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. A horse, my kingdom for a horse. I feel silly.
Like I said, maybe you can pick up some tips on performing.
No, thanks.
Besides, I really want you to meet my acting teacher. I think he's wonderful, Cliff. I do.
You do? Oh. You know, it would be interesting meeting this guy you spent so much time talking about. What's his name?
Jim Diedrichson. You heard of him?
Yes, I have. I can't remember where.
Why are sinus headaches a special problem for Beverly Fusel?
Pressure. just pressure. Sinus headache is more like just a muffler over your head. The medicines that I take for my sinuses make me drowsy.
So we're giving her a sinus medicine with an advantage, Sinead. It relieves sinus pain and pressure without making you drowsy.
I really feel good. The headache, the pressure is gone, does not make you drowsy.
Relief, yes. Drowsiness, no. That's the Sinead advantage.
I feel great.
You are looking at 4 of the best cereals you've ever tasted. You are looking at a Teen Flake. You are looking at the taste of wheat, the taste of corn, the taste of oats, and the crunchy taste of rice. Teen Flakes. 4 great tastes teamed up to create one deliciously crunchy cereal. It may not look markedly different, but what your eye can't see, your tongue will taste. Teen Flakes from Nabisco. A team of taste in every flake.
Now, how do you do? It's perfect.
Bravo!
Well, if at first you don't succeed, listen, thanks for putting up with me tonight.
It's okay.
Hey, don't worry about it. If you need anything else, let me know. Okay. Sid, can I talk to you? Got a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Sid, I'm awful sorry about it, but I'm giving you my notice. I'm leaving the tavern.
Leaving? What do you mean, Bobby? Look, you just got back into the swing of things tonight. So you made a mistake, so you're having an off night.
No, it's not that I'm having an off night. It's really something else. Look, I feel really bad about it. You've been really, really good to me. But I warned you when I came back that it would only be temporary this time.
Yeah, I know you did. All the same, I was hoping you'd stay on. Got kind of used to having you around. Well, I mean, except for that business with Gavin Wiley, you've been with me since the very beginning.
Yeah, I know. And like I said, I feel really bad about it.
So, what are you gonna do? Where are you going?
Well, I thought, maybe I'd work in a private home for a change.
Private home. That could be pretty boring.
Maybe. But I got an offer I can't refuse.
Well, I'm certainly not going to stand in your way of a better position, Bobby. It's just that it's well, it's a puzzle to me.
Sid, this...
Yeah,
What'd you do?
yeah.
Come here.
I better get back over to the Robertson table. He's making his usual fuss about the check.
I was telling Jody maybe we were wrong. Maybe Sky faked us out. Maybe he had 2 different watches.
Or maybe, could it play 2 different tunes?
No, we made sure about that. You see, the watch that Mike Carr and Derek Mallory saw only plays 1 tune, Old Lang Syne. But if there's 2 different watches that look the same... Bobby, the watch that you saw today, did it have Sky Whitney's initials on the cover?
I couldn't see it well enough to tell.
No, you see, if he's got 2 different watches, he might be keeping one home in a drawer and keeping Gunther's watch on him.
Gavin, why aren't you tying this to the DA?
Jody tried to prove it once. There's no way they're gonna believe me now.
Yeah, but if you tell them there's another watch...
Yeah, but I can't prove it, Bobby. No, I can't do that. See, the only way they're gonna believe it is if they have that watch on a table in front of their eyes, and how can I do that locked up in here?
Bobby, hey. Oh, Jody, hi. Do you want anything? No. So what is this all about? What do you want to talk to me about? It sounded very mysterious when you phoned me at home. Yeah, well, I wanted to talk to you in person. Telephone sometimes has more than one ear. Now, I'm really curious. Okay. First of all, I wanted to tell you that I'm not going to be able to keep in touch with you for a while. And I won't be able to see Gavin in jail anymore. Matter of fact, it'd be better if the 2 of you forget you even knew me. It's just too dangerous.
Bobby, Gavin and I, we didn't mean to hurt you. Is that what this is all about?
No, of course not.
Well, then why are you doing this?
I'm going to another job.
You mean you're leaving Sid's?
Yeah. Raven Whitney offered me a job at the Whitney Mansion.
You're gonna work for the Whitneys?
Jody, don't you see? If I'm in that house all the time, I might be able to find out if Sky Whitney really has 2 old pocket watches.
Health experts don't always agree on what's best, but many of them believe we should keep our serum cholesterol from rising above normal limits. Now, how do we do that? Well, in this university study, 43 families on individual eating plans reduced serum cholesterol an average of 9.6% in 3 weeks. Did they live on boiled rice? Not at all. They cut down on foods that were high in cholesterol and saturated fats. They ate more fish, more chicken, more fruit, more vegetable. And for cooking and salad dressings, they used Puritan oil because it is low in saturated fats and contains no cholesterol. This is the oil. I think you should try it. This is the name. I think you should remember it. Puritan knows you're fighting serum cholesterol. Puritan wants you to win.
You want a bite, Pumpkin?
She can't chew that.
Whoops. You're the baby expert.
No, it's just right. Everything for Karen has to be just right. Even her clothes need special care.
Oh, so you washed them in this?
For that ivory snow softness. I think it's just right.
Ivory Snow starts with pure soap. That's what gives babies' clothes that Ivory Snow softness.
Soft.
Just right.
Ivory Snow, just right for babies' clothes.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing Miles and Nicole, yes, but I'm a bit apprehensive, Mike.
Because of Jody?
Yes. It's going to be a little delicate. After all, Gavin was just arrested today.
Well, I'm sure they both realize that we're not the enemy camp.
Of course we're not.
All we want to do is see that Gavin gets out of this mess in the best way possible.
Is there a best way, Mike?
Well, there are extenuating circumstances in the case, and I'm sure Gavin's defense will point that out to the jury.
Oh, is Cliff defending him?
That's right.
Do you think he'll do a good job?
Yes, I do. And Cliff really needs a spotlight case now that he's on his own. For too long, too many people in this town considered Draper the senior member of that team.
That's right. It is a new team, isn't it? What's the name of his new partner?
Dee Dee Bannister.
Right.
And I think they're going to work out very well together. But it's going to take more than a good team to beat our case against Gavin.
You mean you think they'll have to call on the sympathy of the jury to make sure that he's not given a long term in prison?
Long or short, that's where he's going to be.
Hi there.
Hello.
Kelly?
My. That was Monticello's best dress coat.
Flattery, flattery.
But true. So how come you're so casually dressed? Don't you have a date with Valerie tonight?
No, Valerie has a dinner date tonight. She's dining with Jim Dietrichson.
Good. Maybe that'll give her an opportunity to spring that test question about the old caretaker in that Lucerne clinic.
Didn't you hear about that? She already has.
I'm sorry, Mike. I forgot to tell you. She called him when she came to see me at the studio.
Well. You both know something I don't know. What happened?
Well, he passed the test with flying colors. He was able to recall the pet name they had for the little caretaker in Lucerne. So instead of being a 24-karat phony, I guess he's just a 14-karat fake.
Oh, Kelly, you should feel some relief. For Valerie's sake, anyway.
The only thing that would make me feel relief would be if the guy'd never come back into her life at all.
I know it's kind of bare right now. By the time I finish with it, it's going to be more than adequate for the acting classes and for the productions that we're going to do here.
Are you going to do a lot of renovating?
No, I don't have to. See these little platforms I built for the stage? Yeah, I'm going to probably drape it later on.
Oh, I see.
And then I'm going to put spotlights up on 2 stanchions. And probably run a border across the ceiling, and then down I'm going to put a light control box over in that corner.
Oh, well, what about seating for your audience?
Oh, well, I'll just rent folding chairs when that time comes.
I think it's a great beginning.
I do, too. I think this place is fine.
So, what about students?
The enrollment has been very good. We have 5 pupils.
That's great.
Yes.
Well, who are they?
We have one cab driver. We have 2 secretaries. We have 1 moving man, complete with muscles. And we have a waitress.
Guess that just goes to show there's a little ham in everyone, isn't there?
Yeah. We act all the time, every day. So I figured, might as well just hone a little bit of it down for the stage. I mean, they've all had some experience. Yeah, come on in.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Mitzi, we were just talking about you.
I'm so glad. This is my friend Cliff Nelson. Cliff,
Hi,
this
Cliff.
is Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
You know Valerie, don't you, Valerie?
Yes.
Yeah, Cliff is one of my old friends. How are you?
Fine, Valerie. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Hi, Valerie.
Oh, you know Mitzi Martin.
Yeah, we know each other. How are you?
I'm fine. You know, you really do take wonderful pictures. I've been by your photo studio. Well, maybe next time I won't go by it, I'll go in.
Oh, well, I hope you do. I'd really like that.
Wait a minute, of course. Yes, Jim Diedrichson. Yes, this is your friend from Switzerland, right? I read it in the newspaper. He had plastic surgery done at her father's place in Lucerne.
How dramatic. It's almost like a play.
Well, it's a play that had a happy ending.
And you see, I told you. I'm so glad you came along with me tonight.
I am too. The more the merrier.
Oh, no. I'm just with Mitzi. Oh, I'm not an actor. I'm a lawyer.
Oh, well, I happen to be involved with law for a time myself.
Really?
Were you really?
Yes.
You see, Cliff? Now, I knew you guys were going to have something in common.
Well, what led you astray?
Well, I don't know if I'd call it astray or not. I went to law school in California, and then I decided to join the Marines during the war. Then I came back. I could have gone back to school on the veteran benefit, but I decided not to, that theater was what I really wanted.
I think Cliff would make a great actor.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah, it's true. I mean, he's such a flamboyant personality. He's probably one of the most theatrical people I've ever met.
Thanks, I think.
Well, you're more than welcome to audit any of the classes anytime.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know, this could be fun.
Mm-hmm. I told you. And interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim, you know, I'd really love to sit in on a class sometime. Just to observe, of course.
Well, you never know what kind of hidden talents lie within there. Maybe I could get you up on stage. We could do a love scene together.
Lifing's tougher, all right. The pressure is everywhere. Traffic, gas prices, rushing all around. Sometimes I can get a terrible headache.
Life got tougher, and we got stronger. This is Extra Strength Excedrin. Unsurpassed strength with the 2 most powerful pain relievers you can buy. And a 3rd ingredient that may make them work even harder on your headache.
When the family chauffeur gets a headache, I fight back with Excedrin.
Extra Strength Excedrin. Capsules or tablets. Life got tougher, and we got stronger.
Lipton's chicken in a skillet. Chicken your family will cheer about. Brown pieces in a skillet. Add Lipton onion soup mix in 1/3 cup of water. Stir in a can of whole tomatoes. Cover. Simmer. And serve.
Lipton's special blend of seasonings and toasted onion pieces makes a chicken your family will cheer about. Soup up your chicken with Lipton.
You know that check you say you're gonna send me for the back rent? Yeah. Forget it. Thanks. I want cash.
Tonight at 7, Grady's in the money, but it belongs to the government on Sanford and Son.
You got here in a hurry.
Well, I just hung up the phone and walked out the door. Now, what is this all about?
Dr. Kavanaugh, fancy meeting you here.
Miss Avery here has a real sense of humor.
I do think you need a sense of humor, don't you? How in the world can you survive without it?
Well, suppose we cut the comedy for now so I can find out what's going on. There?
Before, when I asked her about that bracelet, she gave me nothing but evasive answers. So I called you. I thought maybe you could get the truth. After talking to you, she tells me she bought the bracelet. She has the receipt for it.
You bought it?
Yes. And what's wrong with that? I took it in the first place because I thought it was beautiful. Since I can't have it by stealing it, I decided to buy it. Now, you tell me what's wrong with that. The jeweler didn't seem to object, so why should you?
Well, you might have said something before I got Miles down here. You might have saved me a hassle. I will say goodnight.
By all means.
I will leave her to you, and I will talk to you later.
So long, Dad.
Uh-oh. You're mad at me.
Darn right I am. Come on, Jinx, you gotta cut this kind of thing out. I mean, you may enjoy these practical jokes, but they really are not funny.
Don't you see? Life has played one big practical joke on me. I just want to get a little something in return. Don't you understand?
Well, what return did you get?
Certain satisfaction. It wasn't just a coincidence. I saw you and Chief Mallory come in here. I thought it would be funny to dangle my bracelet in front of Mr. Law and Order. You should have seen his face. He was thunderstruck. It was absolutely hilarious. I'm really scared.
Just knowing there's St. Joseph aspirin for children. It's the one children's doctors recommend most.
And I feel better knowing that there's St. Joseph cough syrup for children.
And St. Joseph cold tablets for children, too. They're made by the same people who make St. Joseph aspirin.
St. Joseph aspirin, the one children's doctors recommend most.
Thank goodness for St. Joseph. The Energizer.
Whew, we'll be up all night doing your homework.
Don't worry, Dad. I just put Energizers in the calculator.
Of all leading brands, nothing outlasts the Energizer from Everready. Nothing outsnaps it. Nothing outadds, outwalks, outplays, outtapes, outshines, outlasts it. Nothing.
The Energizer even outlasted Dad.
The Energizer. Energizer. For life.
Long life.
Energize me.
The wife of an important Air Force officer decides to leave her husband after witnessing his harshness and criticism towards his men. Rock Hudson and Mary Peach star in tonight's 8 o'clock movie, A Gathering of Eagles. Now, stay tuned for Love in the Open Seas next.
Name Smiley. For success in communicating with troubled youth, Mike Cavaney has received the Channel 48 Community Salute Award.
WKBS, Burlington, Philadelphia.